before I start my SmackDown review, and because I didn't get a chance to do it last night, I wanted to give my condolences to the family of Matt Cappotelli. If you don't know who Matt Cappotelli was, he was a WWE wrestler. He was signed and he performed under Tough Enough. So Tough Enough, how it worked was if you win Tough Enough, you get a WWE contract. And this was Tough Enough season 3, so this was way back. And he won, and he had a lot of promise. Everyone was saying this guy's going to be a big star. He had a lot of potential. And unfortunately, I think it was soon after he won the contest, he had brain cancer, and then he fought for like many, many years. It came back recently last year, and unfortunately, he passed away this past weekend. So I want to give my tributes, and I really hope Matt Cappotelli wins the Warrior Award at the Hall of Fame at WrestleMania weekend. I think he'd be a great recipient. Now to get into SmackDown, which is the Independence Day themed, I think. July 3rd, the day before the 4th of July, so sure to do a lot of that stuff, 4th of July stuff. And to all my American friends, I would like to wish you all a happy 4th of July. Enjoy it, and be thankful you have such an amazing president. So the show, it's in Omaha, Nebraska. And it starts off with Team Hell No reunion. Renee Young is interviewing both of them in the ring, and what happens is Daniel Bryan and Kane are they start arguing. I think they're gonna hug it out soon. They're gonna do that stupid stuff, but then they're interrupted by the Usos, and the Usos challenge them, and they cut a promo on them. And then Paige comes out and she announces in the main event it's Team Hell No against the Usos, and if the Usos win, it's a triple threat tag team match at Extreme Rules. And I don't expect Team Hell No to win the tag titles. I don't think they should, but it's a good main event. They go backstage for a Jeff Hardy segment. He talks about the bald eagle, which is a symbol of America, or the national animal of America. And he has his face painted as the American flag. So I'm sure all the people who hate America are going to be pissed off. All those, SJWs just going to lose their mind. He says he takes great pride. So, I'm sure he's going to get heat. There's going to be so many snowflakes offended. So Asuka's in the back. She cuts a horrible promo, I thought. Next, you had Jeff Hardy and The Miz for the U.S. title. So it's Independence Day Open Challenge. Miz is the opponent's fine. Jeff Hardy gets the win. He hits the Swanton. He gets the win. I don't know what they're doing with Miz. He's not doing much. I guess him and Daniel Bryan, I don't know if they're going to feud. Speaking of that, Daniel Bryan did an interview this past week, and it was pretty crazy. He completely bashed everybody. He says, there's an interview with a Gorilla Position. The guy who's interviewing him asked, I think you and Miz would be a great story for a WrestleMania. And Daniel Bryan agreed, and then he says, well, do you trust WWE to tell that story from now until then? So he repped him. He had announcers go through the card for Extreme Rules. Still 2 weeks out. He had James Ellsworth in the locker room. He was horrible. He's just terrible. I wish he'd get cut. He just doesn't belong there. Daniel Bryan, Byron Saxton's out, and he introduces the New Day. So what they're doing is the 3rd of July, their pancake eating contest. There's 113 pancakes. The New Day, the whole table is set up with the American flag at the edges. So it's a patriotic pancake eating contest, I suppose, and they're eating pancakes. So Kofi had blue pancakes, Xavier had the regular colored, and Big E had red. I don't know why Xavier doesn't have white pancakes, but lights go out, and then Sanity comes out. They beat the shit out of the New Day. They slam him through the table that had the American flag on it. I don't know if that meant anything. But Sanity beats the shit out of the New Day. And the guy they were really promoting the most here was Killian Dane. I think WWE sees a lot in Killian Dane. I think Triple H is a big supporter of him. He was in NXT, so I don't think there's much for Eric Young. I don't see much for Alexander Wolf, but I think they're going to heavily push Killian Dane. I do wish Nikki Cross was up there with Sanity, but they beat the hell out of him, and they put Xavier Woods through the table. They're doing this thing with Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs to set up this match with Asuka and Ellsworth. I'm thinking to myself, everyone knows Bobby Riggs threw that fucking match, but Whatever. So yeah, James Ellsworth and Asuka, and Carmella comes out, and this is the worst champion of all time. She is just horrible. I can't. She has go away heat with me, even though despite the way she looks, which is smoking hot, and the company pushes her 100% because of her looks. It's she is fucking horrible. She's such a terrible wrestler. She's so fucking terrible. She has go away heat with me. So, it was a double count, and the Carmella beats down Asuka. What's gonna happen? I'm sure is Asuka beats Ellsworth next week or something. Then Carmella wins at Extreme Rules. So, Asuka's done. Yeah, it's I don't really care. SmackDown, she's ruined SmackDown for me, to be honest. So, you had Kane in the back with Daniel Bryan, and they're going back and forth. And Daniel Bryan, I guess he was still mad. In the opening segment, he's still mad at Kane for 2014, when Kane gave him a million tombstones and tried to end Daniel Bryan's career after he won the belt at that year's WrestleMania. I remember that, man. That was just a horrible. That was such a horrible feud, man. That was fucking terrible. Shit, that was fucking bad. I remember that now, man. That segment sucked. I remember a couple weeks after I did that stupid horror movie skit with Kane in the car, and then he was chasing Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella away. Oh god, that stuff was fucking terrible. What a horrible rivalry. Yeah. So he had AJ's getting ready for his match as they go to commercial. So they had they announced it's Nakamura and Jeff Hardy for the U.S. title. No stipulation. AJ comes out, and I've actually read on Slice Wrestling's Twitter feed, which he has me blocked, but I did read, though, one of his tweets that AJ Styles is going to have a historic title reign or something. He's going to hold the belt for a long time, and Vince is really high on him, and they want to keep the belt on him. I'm kind of bored of him as champ, even though he's a great wrestler. I'd rather see someone new as champ, but I guess they're going to keep the belt on AJ for a while. So all you AJ Styles fans should be happy. I'm a big fan of his, too, but I'm sick of seeing him with the belt. I'd like to see someone else get the belt. Rusev came out and they cut a promo. There's no chance Rusev's winning. And then what this led to was AJ Styles having a match with Aiden English. And AJ gets the win. Obviously, he beats Aiden English. But then Rusev pulls him out of the ring and beats him down and gives him the accolade. So, setting up the match, it is what it is. This is not a believable match. There's no way Rusev's winning. So they have this promo with Billy Kane, Peyton Royce. I like them a lot. I'm a big fan of the Iconics. It's just there's nothing going for them. I like Peyton. I think Peyton's has a lot more potential than Billy, but I kind of think Billy's the dominant one. Peyton's kind of I don't know. You get that impression the way they're their mannerisms. It seems if they were a couple, Billy would be the dominant one. But that's kind of how they. I don't know. That's kind of how I always saw him in NXT. Even though Peyton is the bigger star for sure. But Peyton Royce and Becky Lynch, Iconics are not good on the promos. It's not working. I mean, when they introduced the women's tag team titles, hopefully they can get a run as champs. I think they'd be good. So that'll be their future. If they do that soon, that's definitely huge for the Iconics. That's a big break for them. But if not, not much for them. So it's Becky Lynch against Peyton Royce. You knew Becky was winning. I don't know what they're building up Becky for. I think she might be the one to beat Carmella, maybe at SummerSlam or before that. I don't know. Because I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do. So I don't know if they're going to have two women's title changes, because I think Ronda Rousey's winning the Raw women's title. So I don't know if they're going to have two title changes on the same show. Probably both end by armbar. But, yeah, Becky beats Peyton here. Not much for Peyton and Billy. Even though I saw their ride along, they came off really likable. I'm a fan of them. I like both of them. I saw that ride along, and Peyton Royce, please, can you always wear that white top every single time? My God. But Becky gets the win. Then they had this thing with Nakamura doing one of those backstage cell phone promos, which are fucking horrible. I hate those cell phone promos, but his was okay. And poor Nakamura, that fucking dog, police dog bites him, and he's still hurt. So he probably won't be wrestling until Extreme Rules. This fucking damn dog, goddamn dog, what the fuck, dog? I have to fucking bite Nakamura. What? You don't like Japanese people? This fucking dog. Is this Vince McMahon's dog? It's probably Vince McMahon's dog because he doesn't like Japanese wrestlers either. It has to be Vince's dog. Anyway, main events next. It's Daniel Bryan and Kane against the Usos. So if Usos win, it's a triple threat tag team match at Extreme Rules. Pretty cool main event. So I'm not sure if this was the first ever match between these two. They may have had matches when Team Hell No was around, but the Usos weren't pushed much back then. So, Kane and Daniel Bryan get the victory. Yeah, I'm sure they probably have, actually. But Kane and Daniel Bryan get the victory on SmackDown tonight. Usos have dropped a bit. I mean, since they lost those tag titles at WrestleMania, they've clearly dropped. They've clearly taken several steps down. But Kane and Daniel Bryan get the victory. So the two of them win. They celebrate at the end, and then the Bludgeon Brothers come out and interrupt them, and they set up their match at Extreme Rules. So it'll be a tag match. I think it would have been better as a triple threat tag match, but you have a tag team match: Daniel Bryan and Kane, Team Hell No against Bludgeon Brothers at Extreme Rules. No stipulation added so far, but that's your match. SmackDown was okay. It was an easy show to watch, very easy to watch, so much easier to watch in Raw. So SmackDown had a much better show this week. It's not that it's really that good, it's just it's smooth so much quicker. And I watched most of the show all through, so it was easier to watch. So not a bad show tonight at all.